You see on here, I've got the Zoom Tiny Fluke, and I'm going to show you exactly how I rig it. It's super simple, guys. So like all these baits, I'm going to show you a couple different baits that you can put on this darter head, but one of the main things is, you know, you don't have to make this like super straight. It doesn't have to be like perfect all the way to a T, because it's just kind of pendulum back to the boat. It's just doing this. That's all it's doing. It doesn't really have any movement or anything. But I'm going to go through the head, and I'm going to go about halfway down that bait, come right out the middle, and then push it up. Okay, how I kind of judge this about where I need to come out is when that head is about, you know, kind of the length of the tip of my index finger, and then I know I can pull it through, and bam, that bait's set up nice, kind of straight. It's got a little bow to it, but nothing bad. But it's just a great way to catch a ton of fish. Now, there's another minnow style bait that I really like to throw on the darter head, and that's going to be that Damiki Armor Shad. Okay, now this bait is a little bit more stiff than the Zoom Tiny Fluke. Okay, the Zoom Tiny Fluke, they're typically kind of bent up out of the pack. I don't know what's going on with Zoom, but I don't really like the baits being bent up and stuff out of the pack, and I've kind of, you know, narrowed it down to where the Armor Shad's like the next best thing. But you know, if you're dealing with that super clear water, you guys that fish these Highland reservoirs know exactly what I'm talking about. Or if you're dealing with a pond that's super clear, maybe it's you know, maybe it's a 25-foot pond, you know, it's got a good depth to it, but it's super clear water, a lot of bluff wall surrounding it or something like that. Something like that Damiki Armor Shad's gonna be perfect. Now the colors just kind of vary. If I've got shad in my lake or my pond, then I'm typically gonna be mimicking that, because that's typically what the fish are gonna be chasing. Now if not, 99% of the time you can bet there's brim in there. So keeping something natural, like, you know, the Zoom Tiny Fluke in the green pumpkin color, you can take a little bit of chartreuse, dye the tail, whatever you need to do. Y'all see me do that during the spring, but 99% of it's going to be that presentation, that slow, just letting it fall back to the boat, kind of shaking it every now and again. That's going to be your ticket.